What happens when one of K-pop's most promising stars simply vanishes without a trace? Jung Jaewon burst onto the scene in 2015 as part of the hip-hop duo Online. But behind the glossy success story, cracks were beginning to show. In a revealing 2020 interview with Vice, Jaewon opened up about the suffocating nature of the K-pop system. He described feeling like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole, forced to create music that wasn't true to his style and adopt fashion choices that felt unnatural. The pressure to conform was relentless. From song selection to personal image, every aspect of his identity was being molded to fit YG's vision rather than his own artistic expression. July 2019 stands as a significant milestone when Jaewon openly announced his exit from YG Entertainment. His carefully phrased statement hinted at underlying strains. My priority was to concentrate on my music. I thought I could share my music with more people as making music alone at home is difficult to release. The timing was significant. This was during YG's scandal-plagued period, with the company facing multiple controversies that would eventually lead to founder Yang Hyun-suk's resignation. Driven by an unwavering dedication to protect his artistic freedom, Jaewon established Private Only, an agency solely managed by himself. In November 2019, he unveiled his debut studio album, P01, a profoundly personal work that reflected his true artistic identity, free from any corporate influence. What happened next is where the story becomes truly mysterious. Sometime around 2020-2021, Jung Jaewon simply vanished. His personal Instagram account, which had been fans' primary connection to him, was deactivated. His company's social media went silent. No announcements, no explanations, just digital silence. For an artist who had been increasingly active in both music and acting, this disappearance was jarring and unprecedented. The silence continued through the COVID-19 pandemic, leading to widespread speculation about his whereabouts. Some fans theorized he was struggling with the financial pressures of running an independent label, a challenge many artists face when trying to maintain creative freedom without corporate backing. Others wondered if he had become disillusioned with the entertainment industry altogether, following his candid criticisms of the K-pop system. In 2023, reports surfaced that Jaewon had quietly completed his mandatory military service. This explained part of his absence, but not the complete communication blackout that had preceded and continued after his service. South Korean men typically announce their enlistment to fans and maintain some level of public presence through their agencies, but Jaewon had done neither. The initial notable update emerged in June 2024, sparked by a grainy photo purportedly capturing Jaewon at a bus stop that started making rounds on social media. The first significant update arrived in June 2024, when a blurry photo allegedly featuring Jaewon at a bus stop began circulating on social media. Fans who had been waiting years for any sign of their favorite artist treated this grainy image like a treasure. In July 2024, YG producer Millennium, also known as Raesung, brought up Jaewon in a discussion, assuring that he was doing well and dropping hints that Jaewon had some old tracks in reserve and might be contemplating a return to music. But the most explosive development came in August 2024, when fans began connecting Jaewon to BLACKPINK's Lisa through her music video Dream. The theories are intricate and compelling. The song's references to 2019, the year Jaewon disappeared, lyrics about not being able to get through to someone, and visual elements in Y. The music video is said to closely reflect Jaewon's look during the time of their rumored relationship. The speculation intensified when fans compared lyrics from Lisa's Dream with Jaewon's song Last Cigarette from his final album. The similarities are compelling. Lisa's lyrics express, "Whenever I miss you, I try calling, but the line won't connect," whereas Jaewon's song shares, "I'm unable to save you and I can't pick up your calls." Another comparison shows Lisa reflecting on describing the close of a relationship. One voice laments, "When it ended, I secretly wished for it to remain unresolved, but you never glanced back," while Jaewon confesses, "I can't completely let it go from my heart. Now is the moment for you to carve out your own journey." These lyrical connections, combined with dating rumors that circulated in 2019 about potential love-stagram posts between the two artists, have created a fascinating conspiracy theory. Fans point to the timing of Jaewon's disappearance coinciding with the end of these rumored dating speculations as potential evidence of their connection. The theory gained further traction when a blind item from celebrity gossip site Crazy Days and Nights alleged that a member of a two-color group, interpreted as BLACKPINK, had released a music video about an ex-boyfriend to rewrite their relationship narrative. What makes this story particularly compelling is how it reflects broader issues within the K-pop industry that Jaewon himself had criticized. In his Vice interview, he spoke about the industry's emphasis on youth and the problematic practice of debuting artists as young as 13. He discussed how the gap between public persona and private identity can be mentally devastating, especially when fame brings financial success but personal emptiness. Jaewon's critique of the idol system was remarkably prescient. He described feeling like he was chasing somebody throughout his career until he realized he needed to create his own road. His words about wanting to see more diversity in an industry that has spent so much time erasing people's identities and putting them in a uniformed, glossy package now read like a manifesto for artistic independence. Current speculation about Jaewon's status ranges from cautiously optimistic to deeply concerning. The 2024 sighting and producer comments suggest he's alive and potentially working on music. His completion of military service removes one major life obligation that could have been preventing his return. However, the continued silence from his official channels and the lack of any concrete comeback plans leave fans in limbo. The Lisa connection, while unconfirmed, has brought renewed attention to Jaewon's story and highlighted how quickly promising careers can be derailed in the entertainment industry. Whether their rumored relationship was real or fabricated, the fact that fans immediately connected Lisa's emotional music video to a disappeared artist speaks to the lasting impact of Jaewon's sudden exit from public life. What's particularly tragic about Jung Jaewon's story is how it represents the collision between artistic authenticity and commercial viability. Here was an artist who had achieved everything the K-pop system promises: chart success, acting opportunities, international recognition, yet felt compelled to walk away because the personal cost was too high. His 2020 interview reads like a roadmap of industry dysfunction: the pressure to conform, the erasure of individual identity, the emphasis on competition over creativity, and the particular vulnerability of young artists who haven't fully formed their sense of self. The questions surrounding his disappearance remain as compelling as they are unanswered.